Well, we have a Cannadri 250 here. The purpose of the video is to show the diagnostics of all the different fault codes that you can have on a Cannadri dehumidifier. We have the 250, the 500, and the 700. The nice thing is they share all the same equal components. So a sensor that can be replaced on a 250 is equal to the same sensor on a 500. So going into some of the diagnostic and the fault codes, one of the issues we see with customers is not knowing what the fault codes are and what they do. We've made it very simple for all the products. E1 to E7 are all the same fault codes. So today I just want to go through some of the most common fault codes and how you can, come to a quick diagnosis to make sure that you understand what's going on or come to getting the unit up and going as soon as possible. The E1 error, it's a coil pipe thermistor temperature sensor. So the purpose of that is to extend into a defrost, or if the coil gets too cold, to know when it should go in. It might be icing up, it'll go into defrost. That sensor location is right on the pipe here. One of the points we can check on is we can take the resistance reading on the terminal here. We can go into, I can show you how to do the resistance check on this. Okay, so we pulled the sensor off here for the coil pipe sensor. One thing I want you to make sure, if you are going to be ohming this out, checking the resistance yourself, make sure you do not do it on the pins going into the control board. You want to go on the back side of it. The reason being is these pins, if you press these open too high or open them up too large, then it's obviously not going to fit properly in the control board and it'll cause you more problems than good. So I'm ohming out the sensor in the back here. We're reading 7.8 K ohms, so that's 7,800,000 ohms or 7,800 ohms. So 7.8 K ohms, that's indicating that it's probably about 70 degrees in this room. So the sensor is dependent on the temperature. So this sensor is a negative coefficient sensor, meaning as the temperature goes up, the resistance goes down. So keep that in mind in case you were in a room that was 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 80 degrees Fahrenheit, the resistance would be a little lower. But at around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, you're gonna be around 7 to 9 K ohms. So this sensor here, if I trace this out, it goes right onto the pipe here and it's just lodged in and connected on. So this sensor here is reading on the pipe. So we also want to make sure this is properly strapped on and connected so it's reading, indicating the temperature perfectly on the pipe and it's right on there. So I pulled this off so you could just see the location of this, right? So if we were replacing the sensor, we would simply just cut the zap straps, pull the sensor, unplug it, and connect it back on. Make sure that it's making good conductivity on the copper pipe. And we'll plug it right back into the same terminal strip.